We're continuing our visit with Merrill Stewart at the home of Stewart Perry Construction and how they have designed their site to reflect the principles of low-impact development. In the previous two videos in this series, we looked at how Stewart Perry has conserved green space, protected stormwater with treatment, and minimized the overall footprint of the site. Now we'll discuss how the campus provides a meaningful space for people to interact as well as showcase organic gardening. Merrill, let's talk a little bit about how the approach to design on this campus has changed the culture and sense of community within your company.
Well, I think it shows respect for the environment. We have our garden. We teach people healthy living. At one time we had a nutritionist come in once a month and teach us healthy living from the garden. Mm-hmm. I think the place just teaches how we should live our lives at home as well as the office. Reducing what we consume, mm-hmm. Recycling. We have two cycling bins out here, one for paper and one for trash. But beyond that, the building and the campus, I think upgrades the community at large here on Overton Road. I think people get inspired. After all, this was a coal mining community at one time, years ago. Mm-hmm. And I think I've been told that this just helps everyone, and I think it helps the two neighborhoods. We have two neighborhoods. This is mining camp number 1, and that's mining camp number 2 on the other side of us. And I think we've integrated ourselves pretty well in the neighborhood, and they all respect us. And there's no more a dumping of household garbage here on the property like there once was at one time. So it's a full circle of positive impacts that come out of this place.
So the overall impact of Stewart Perry here has been an incredible demonstration, not only to the people that live and work here, but that the immediate neighborhood beyond.
Absolutely.
And then the community beyond that.
Absolutely.
It's been a great demonstration on how to be respectful of the land and create a system that lessens the impact on nature.
That's right, and show people that you could bring something back, mm-hmm. which is what we did here with this property.
With the restoration,
mm-hmm.
yeah,
mm-hmm.
and clean up.
Mm-hmm.
That's
mm-hmm.
pretty amazing. You know, with the orientation of your buildings and the relationships with the indoor-outdoor spaces, mm-hmm. You really have quite an assembly of spaces and activity areas that people can use. Mm-hmm. Can you talk a little bit about all the different things you can do on this site?
Well, we work, number one.
Yeah, of course.
Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to afford the place. Outdoor seating, outdoor, conference room, outdoor on the deck here with the rocking chairs. Mm-hmm. Sometimes when I'm having a very stressful call, I'll be out there on the sidewalk, out on the rocking chair, and I'll just be listening and mm-hmm. kind of fade away from the conference call. Mm-hmm. It's kind of nice. The picnic area we have out here, the fire pit we have, the open glass garage doors into the kitchen. We have some horseshoe pits over here. We even have an axe throwing
right.
A wooden target over here. We have not used it, but we have it. And of course the garden, and then just the walking paths. Mm-hmm. It all works together.
Mm-hmm. The walking path is really delightful.
Absolutely.
And how it undulates around the lake, mm-hmm. going mm-hmm. in the woods and then out the woods, around the garden, around the buildings. And walking benefits everybody. And just like you say, if you need a break from work, if you're having a stressful call or
Absolutely.
Dealing with problem solving,
yeah.
I've always found when I walk that, if I'm stuck on a solution, that will loosen, jog a solution loose.
That's right.
That walking really has, incredible health benefits,
mm-hmm.
and increases that sense of well-being, but also creativity and productivity in work.
And we have some regular walkers out here. Every afternoon they walk with their dogs, so it's very enjoyable.
Is that people that work here or the
No,
neighborhood?
outside the community neighborhood.
Yeah. So,
And some folks fly their kites here too in the afternoon, so in the springtime. So it's kind of it's a fun place to be.
no doubt, I can see that it is. I'm sure a lot of people are going to watch this and wish they worked here. You may be getting some calls.
Well, I'll be ready for them. Thank you.
So beyond the immediate neighborhood, you also open this campus to nonprofits
Absolutely.
and allow them to use your indoor and outdoor spaces
That's
for
right.
different activities. That's very generous.
Birmingham Museum of Art comes out here every year. Mitchell Place comes here. Cabo River Society comes here. And we've had other ones come here as well. But we're always opening up the doors to anybody that wants to come here. Now, a few years ago, we made a rule that if a person in the building at the company did not have a personal connect with that nonprofit, then they could not use it. But other than that, lots of different agencies use it.
That's really very generous and giving, and the benefits just pay forward tremendously for years to come.
I think so, yeah.
Now, you mentioned your garden and that y'all actively grow produce that everybody partakes in on site, and they're able to take things home.
Yeah, Victoria maintains the garden, and right now we're in the middle of the winter, so we have the winter greens over there now. I got some carrots yesterday from the garden and cooked them, and they were delicious last night.
Nothing like fresh carrots.
Carrots
Fantastic.
and the lettuce was very good. In the summertime, she'll grow tomatoes and asparagus and beans and black-eyed peas and strawberries and blueberries and blackberries. But she always brings things in on Tuesdays and Thursdays and puts them on the kitchen table, and then everybody takes what they want to take home to eat.
How lovely to have great fresh produce like that.
That's right.
See it growing on site.
That's right.
And then have it accessible in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Very good. And that whole garden is watered from the lake.
From the lake, right.
Tell us a little bit about the wildlife. You saw, y'all restored this site from the beginning and brought it, you went from dead fish to a healthy lake. Tell us a little bit more about the wildlife. What have you noticed out here?
Well, in our lake we have several species of fish. We have Florida bass in here. We have largemouth bass. We have some striper bass. We have brim. And in the springtime we'll put tilapia in here. And the tilapia keep the lake algae free during the summertime. We used to use chemicals and now we use tilapia. That's our fishing habitat. We've also got some mallards that come here. We have an island out here, and for several years we've had mallards come and lay eggs, and then they have little mallards, and it's kind of fun to watch them. We've also got marlin that come here in the springtime. We have some gourds out here that use for bird houses, and they come back here in the summertime. They're always out here chasing mosquitoes.
Right.
Dive bombing for mosquitoes. We have kingfishers here. I have a couple of those, and then we have some blue heron that have lived here for a long time.
Beautiful.
And they're fun to watch, the blue heron. And then every once in a while we have a hawk that comes in and jazzes up the neighborhood, and everybody leaves. Then they come back.
Fun. I noticed there's a structure at the far end of the lake that looks like a tripod.
It's a deer feeder.
I thought it was a deer feeder. Okay.
It was a gift to us from EBSCO, one of our customers. And sometimes you'll see a big buck out there on the dam. But just for feed. We don't shoot the deer here, but that's what the deer feeder is.
Quite lovely. Do you have you have a boat in the lake?
We do.
So people can use the boat to tool
go
around
fishing.
and fish?
Yeah, the lake's actually 15, 20 feet deep out here in the deepest part, and we put stumps in there and old concrete pipe, fish habitat.
Right.
And so here before it's only 2 feet deep, 3 feet deep, but that's 20 feet deep out in the deepest end.
20 feet deep, wow. Did you see an increase with the wildlife as the years progressed and the landscape became more mature after the restoration?
The mallards for sure, obviously the fish as well. But we've also not seen any of them leave. I think our blue heron loves it here, and he or she has been here for 15 years.
Is that right?
He or she will fly around the lake, and they'll go stalking for little minnows here in the lake, and or swim up on the fly up on the treetops. So I don't think they leave. It's kind of like they like the place. So and we see some deer too come through.
Well, thank you so much for having us here today and sharing your thoughts with the campus and how it evolved and your philosophy and thoughts toward that. It's an incredible landscape. It's beautiful, and we're so lucky to have the lessons that you've learned on this site and how you can restore property.
That's right.
And bring it back.
Yeah, well, it's a pleasure to have y'all here. Please come back often. Come fishing anytime you want to. But we enjoy it, and we think we've got a special place here, and we're very fortunate to be able to have it. We always want to share.
And that's the bottom line, isn't it? Is sharing what you find out, what you experience, and passing it on.
That's right.
It's a win-win all around.
That's right.
Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. It's one in a 4-part series about low-impact development and how it can benefit the environment in a cost-efficient way. We're also exploring how LID creates healthy spaces for both employees and the community to enjoy. This video series was produced by the Friends of Shades Creek as part of the virtual 2021 Salamander Festival. That's an event highlighting the ecological diversity of Shades Creek and how we can help preserve it. If you'd like to learn more about Shades Creek and be a part of protecting our environment through responsible, environmentally friendly development, please visit shadescreek.org. Thank you for your support.